What percentage of your identity would you attribute to each of the places you've lived?
Yeah, it's a complex question. Because
Sorry.
No worries. I mean, it's really interesting, but I think there is not a single answer. Because in a way, when I present myself, my identity is obviously French because of my passport, because of my parents. I always attended the French school and grew up in a French culture at home. But I quite soon realized, coming back to France for holidays or meeting French people at uni that only lived in France, that I was not like them. There was something different, that I didn't have the same cultural references, but music, movies, politics, I don't know, a lot of things, no, and experiences. So I think even the way I spoke, because in the French school abroad, we developed this kind of weird mix of German French, or we used expressions that were really old fashioned, or we invented our own way of saying things. So I spoke differently to most French teenagers or young people. And yeah, so I realized that I could not identify 100% as a French person, because I lived more abroad than in France. I left when I was 10 years old. I was really small. So yeah, so that's the first part, which I could not give you a really precise number. I mean, obviously it's the main part, because I do have the French culture really anchored in my identity. But then I guess maybe we could say 50, half, something like this, French, and the rest would be divided mostly between Germany and Mexico.